అందరికీ నమస్కారం. తెలంగాణ ఎలా ఉన్నారు? మీరందరూ బాగానే ఉన్నారని నేను ఆశిస్తున్నాను. ఈరోజు మనం తెలంగాణ మన ఊరు మనబడి ప్రోగ్రామ్ గురించి ఒక డిస్కషన్ చేయబోతున్నారు. To know all that, stay with me. As I told you, today we're going to have a discussion about Telangana's Mana Uru Mana Badi program. In this lecture, we'll understand what is this program and what is the controversy surrounding this particular program. That would be the agenda in this particular lecture. To know all those things, be with me. I am your friend Rahul Saigamkar. You can follow me on this particular ID at the rate Rahul Sai 222. And if you're preparing for state PSC examinations, here is a list of state PSC programs that we run. We do have a Telangana PSC program. We also have many other PSC programs. Just visit StudyIQ.com or download our app from Google Play Store to know more about all these programs and avail our services. Let's begin our discussion with the news. As I told you, recently the Telangana cabinet has approved Mana Uru Mana Badi program. Now, what is the meaning of this? Mana Uru means my village. Mana Badi means my school. So it's my village, my school program, which basically aims for all-round development and creation of good and effective basic infrastructure in schools across the state of Telangana. The program will be implemented in the next 3 years in 3 phases. The complete budget for the program is 7,289 crore. The government says it is going to benefit 19.84 lakh children who are learning across 26,000 odd schools in the state of Telangana. So let's first understand what is this Mana Uru Mana Badi program. We'll understand all the nitty-gritties about this program, and then we'll talk about what is the issue, because some opposition leaders, other educationists have warned Telangana against some development which has been taken or some development which has been decided by the Telangana cabinet. Let's talk about that. But first, what is this Mana Uru Mana Badi? As the name itself suggests, it's my village, my school. So the program aims to build good infrastructure in schools all around the village. It's an ambitious project. As I told you, huge funding, more than 7,000 crore rupees would be spent in the next 3 years. Around 20 lakh students are going to benefit across 26,000 schools across the state of Telangana. In fact, it is going to be implemented in 3 phases. In the first phase, they have selected 9,123 schools which have very high enrollment of students, and the scheme or the program is already being implemented in this particular academic year, where about 3,497 crore rupees have been allocated for implementation of the first phase. So what are we going to do in this Mana Uru Mana Badi program? The program basically aims at comprehensive development of schools for providing good quality education. The scheme aims to improve the attendance of students. The scheme aims to encourage students to study for higher classes. We do know that in primary classes, the gross enrollment ratio is very high. But as the standard or the classes increase, higher classes have lower and lower enrollment ratios. So this particular scheme aims to encourage students to go for higher studies, to improve or to study in higher classes. The scheme also aims to introduce digital media education. So digital education is also the aim of this particular program. A very important thing considering the COVID-19 pandemic. We have seen the entire world is moving digital. The work has gone digital. Work from home avenues are coming. For schools, digital education on tabs, education on mobiles, all these things are being provided. But what about the poor students? What about the rural students? Those who cannot afford a tablet, those who cannot afford a mobile, those who cannot afford the subscription for these educations, right? So for those, the government schools themselves are going to promote digital education there itself. Apart from that, this scheme or the program also involves infrastructure development. Now, the allocation which will be done, it would be used for constructing additional classrooms, taking up repairs, building basic infrastructure like drinking water facilities, kitchens for the midday meal scheme, water supply connection, toilets, compound walls, digital classrooms. For all these things, for infrastructure building, the funding goes. The important part is the implementation. Now, this scheme, the cabinet decision, when you look at the features, they are quite extraordinary. Who is going to monitor this particular scheme? The district collector, or the DM that we call, the district magistrate, district collector, is entrusted with the responsibility of sanctioning the works for select schools. There would be a single agency in one particular mandal for which the district collector is going to allocate all the work. The funding would be approved by finance department. The IT department is going to provide all the necessary support for digital education infrastructure. But the most important aspect of this program is transparency and effective implementation. there are certain measures which have been quite interesting. In fact, these can become a template for the entire nation. In all the government school, something like this can be brought. Now, to ensure transparency and effective implementation, the cabinet has decided to involve local people through the constitution of school management committees. Now, these school management committees are the ones to whom the funds would be allocated, and they will oversee all the operation. So it's basically the district collector who will ensure the implementation of the scheme goes on very smoothly. The funds would be sent to school management committees. In fact, a very interesting thing is each and every school which would be selected under Mana ooru-mana Badi program, it is going to have an alumni association where previous students from the same school would be roped in for the improvement of the school. These associations, the alumni associations, will have 2 active alumni members, 2 SMC members, school management committee members, the village sarpanch, the principal, school principal as members who would be responsible for revamping the entire school infrastructure and school education style. Apart from that, there is a department, social audit, accountability and transparency. It is a department under the rural development, and this is going to take up the social audit of these particular programs. So a very interesting thing for effective implementation, for monitoring, for social audit measures have come, and we hope that these things are used effectively so that ultimately the citizens, that is the students, they get benefited. Apart from that, the Mana ooru-mana Badi program also tries to pool funds through the corporate social responsibility programs from different corporate companies. So till here, you will say that, sir, what is the problem? Because this Mana ooru-mana Badi program, it looks quite great because the provisions are good, allocation is being done, funding has been done, IT department has been roped in for the digital infrastructure. The monitoring plan or the scheme of action, it looks quite decent because the district collector is involved, the school management committee is involved, alumni association will be created, social audit is there. What is the problem then? The problem is some other decisions of cabinet that have come. Apart from the Mana ooru-mana Badi program, Telangana cabinet has also decided recently that they will create a new law to regulate the fee structure in schools, and they will also regulate the fees of private schools. Now, this is also a very good step, not a problem. They have also decided that a women university, a forest university, is going to be established in Telangana. A very good decision again. Apart from that, the cabinet has decided to give job recruitment reservation to people who have completed the degrees from Forest College of Research and Institute, which is located in the Siddipet district. Again, a good decision. The people who have graduated or completed degrees from Forest College of Research and Institute Siddipet, they are going to get reservation, 25% reservation in the recruitment of Assistant Conservator of Forest, 50% reservation for the post of Forest Range Officer in Telangana. Apart from that, the rules for this would be amended. Now, till here, everything is fine. But the cabinet has decided one more big thing, a landmark thing. As of now, the schools, the government schools, I'm talking about the government schools in Telangana, they run on Telugu medium. So Telugu medium is the medium of instruction. Means if I'm reading social science, if I'm reading mathematics, if I'm reading anything, the textbook is in Telugu itself. You do understand what is the meaning of Telugu medium. But now English medium will be introduced in all government schools. That is the cabinet decision where the problem lies. Now, see, imagine all the schools today, 26,000 schools approximately, they all run on Telugu medium. Telugu is the medium of instruction. The teachers know Telugu, the students know Telugu, they have Telugu texts, right, for all the subjects. Suddenly, I tell you that I'm going to shift to English medium. That becomes a problem area because should a switch from Telugu to English be made in one shot? That is a big problem because we have to think about the difficulties in implementing this. The biggest difficulty is finding the teachers. As of now, the teachers in Telangana, in the government schools, they know Telugu, they can teach effectively in Telugu, but I have to find adequate number of teachers who are well versed in English. Not just in English subject, please remember, not just in English subject, but teaching all the other subjects in English. That is the meaning of shifting from Telugu medium to English medium. It would be a complex task. Apart from that, the state government also needs to make English textbooks available for every subject to teachers and the students. So there would be some logistical issues for sure, especially with respect to textbook, and then manpower issue to find adequate number of English teachers. So because of this particular thing, many people, especially the educationists, they did warn. Again, there is a learning lesson here. What Telangana has done today, Andhra Pradesh has tried a couple of years back. In fact, from 2019, there has been a buzz in Andhra Pradesh that there would be English medium schools. In fact, in 2021, June 2021, Andhra Pradesh government, which is led by YS Jagan Mohan Reddy, they made English medium compulsory in Andhra Pradesh. Right now, they were also discussing about that for schools since 2019 itself. Now, I told you when the order was brought by Andhra Pradesh government in 2021, Andhra High Court, it quashed the order of English compulsory in state government schools. Then they went to Supreme Court and the matter is still sub judice. So in Telangana, we might expect a similar kind of a thing. That is why many educationists have warned that do not commit the same mistake that Andhra Pradesh has committed. Again, then how to shift? See, first of all, the explanation from the government is quite clear. That looking at the changes world over, the global changes, the technological changes, English would be a big requirement. Everybody understands that. But a sudden shift towards English medium is something of a problem, and that is what educationists have warned, that AP has committed a similar mistake, learn from their lessons and try to implement this in a staggered manner. And that has been the explanation as of now. We'll wait and watch how exactly Telangana implements this. But as of now, the government communique has come. Telugu mediums are going to coexist in government school with the English medium. So this is going to be another huge task. That means the Telugu medium education is going to continue along with the English medium education. So how many students will shift to English medium education? Is it really feasible? These are issues in front of Telangana government. In fact, Telangana State Planning Board Vice Chairman B. Vinod Kumar has clearly suggested that in the government schools, Telugu medium is going to run parallel along with English medium. Both are going to coexist. But the big question is how is the government going to manage this particular thing? Again, the change is progressive because looking at the global level, global development, technological developments, English has become a basic requirement these days. In fact, the government says that this unique effect of Mana ooru-mana Badi, where English medium is going to be adopted in government school, it is going to have a long-term impact on the education system. But the big question is, how is the government going to manage it? We'll talk about this again when the implementation starts. If there are any loopholes or problems, we'll discuss this. But as of now, the decision has been made, Mana ooru-mana Badi program, where Telugu medium and English medium is apparently going to coexist in the government schools as of now. That is it right now from my side in this discussion. Thank you for watching this video. Jai Hind.